Hello everyone and welcome to another Pokemon Trading Card Game live video. My name is Jamie and today I'll be taking you through another deck which has come out from the most recent expansion, which of course is Destined Rivals. But of course, just before we do go into the video, if you do like this type of content and you want to see some more content related to the Pokemon Trading Card Game, then as always, be sure to hit that subscribe button and of course, like this video. So let's have a look at the deck of today. We're looking at this card here, very interesting. It's a concept that I quite like actually. It's very fun to play. Yanmega EX at Stage 1 Grass type, 280 HP. And it has this attack here, Jet Cyclone, so it does 210 damage for 3 grass and it colors, which is pretty hefty, but there are ways of getting around that. And you move 3 energy from this Pokemon to one of your bench Pokemon. So the energy requirement is quite a lot, especially for only 210, but however, we have this ability here, Buzzing Boost. So when you switch this Pokemon from your bench to your active spot, then you can search your deck for 3 basic grass energy and attach them to this Pokemon, then you shuffle your deck. So that is pretty much the idea. Pretty much is just to keep finding cards to switch our Yanmega EX into the active spot, use a Buzzing Boost, remove the energy, and then we can kind of switch between our Yanmegas. That is the idea. So weak to lightning there, resistance to fighting, so that's pretty good. 210 is not a lot, but it does actually hit a lot of numbers in the format. So if you think of things like Teal Mask Ogerpon, we can one-shot that. We can also one-shot things like Squawkabillies. We can one-shot things like Fezandipiti, which most decks run. So if we have bosses, then we can hit that as well. So we can hit a lot of numbers in the format, and of course, not forgetting that a lot of Pokemon in the format are weak to grass. So we can get double damage on that. That's 420 in total. So things like all dark Pokemon generally are weak to grass. So we've got like Marnie's Grimmsnarl EXs, for example. That's a popular archetype that's been popping up a little bit as of late. Things like Charizard, for example. Things like Garchomp, even Garchomp's weak to grass. So we can hit a lot of weaknesses in the format, which is pretty good. So that's the idea. What other Pokemon best pair well with Yanmega? Well, we have we've got some other Pokemon to speak about. Because we are moving energy to our bench Pokemon, one Pokemon that we can pair it with is Regigigas, which is really, really good, especially against the Dragapult matchup, because it really focuses Dragapult. If they're playing Dragapult, it just puts them a lot of pressure to have to target this Regigigas, because if this has some energy on it, if it's ready to go, and it's colorless as well, it can hit 100 damage, and if the Pokemon is a Terra Pokemon, this does 230 more damage. So that is in total, that is 330 damage, which knocks out most Terra Pokemon. So that's really good. And yeah, so this just one-shot Dragapult basically. So really, really good. And more importantly, it takes if you've got things on your bench that you don't want to have them knocked out because of Dragapult, or then yeah, we can just put Regigigas there, and it just puts a lot of pressure on your opponent just to make sure they knock this out, so this doesn't get powered up and knock out their Dragapult. So, and it's also a very favorable prize exchange as well, considering it's a non-EX Pokemon. So we have that. Other Pokemon that we can also move energy to, we have Iron Hands EX here as well. This is one of the future Pokemon for amp you very much. So 120 damage, which is not a lot, but if your opponent, if you knock out a Pokemon, then you take 1 more prize card. So good for finishing up Pokemon or finishing off Pokemon. And additionally as well, if they are like not really moving too quickly, and they're just reliant on like stage 1s or like basics and stage 1s to get to the stage 2s, then we can just use Iron Hands basically, knock out some non-EX Pokemon with amp you very much and take more prize cards. So that's the idea. So that is another Pokemon. And we've got here one Budew as well, just because we rely on evolution. So if we want to turn one out just to kind of stall them out a little bit, then Budew is the play here. Dunsparce as well. So we've got Dunsparce here for Runaway Draw. So we can shuffle this card into our deck and we can draw 3 cards. So yeah, I think the order is so you draw 3 cards, then you shuffle this card into your deck. So I believe that's yeah. So then we draw 3 cards first, then shuffle. That's the idea. So because we've got Dudunsparce, we've also got the EX version as well. So this can attack for just the 1 energy, and it has Tenacious Tail. So if you're playing against any heavy EX decks, then this might be the way to go. So 60 damage times the number of EX Pokemon your opponent has in play. So very, very good. So if they are reliant on things like Terrapagos, for example, if they have things like, I don't know, Raging Bolt, that's very heavy EX based, and we have Dudunsparce EX for that. So really good. Some things worth noting about the Dunsparce here. So this one is 70 HP. This is 70 HP Pokemon, has one retreat cost. So if you're playing against Dragapult, they do 60 damage to the bench, or they put six damage counters on the bench. So this would be the optimal Dunsparce to go with, but the other one, on the other hand, has free retreat and has 60 HP, so that is why we have this. This is really, really good for maneuvering. So quite often what you want to do is just move this out of the active spot, put your Yanmega in the active spot because it has free retreat, and then you just get the effect of buzzing boost as well. So yeah, and another thing you can also do as well with Dudunsparce is runaway draw when it's in the active spot, move the Yanmega into the active spot as well, and again use buzzing boost. That is the idea. So that's the Pokemon line. I don't think there's much more to say about that. There's one Fezandipiti in there for flip the script as well. I don't think there's too much to say about that. Trainer cards, let's have a look a little bit, or let's look a little bit at the trainer cards. A spec of choice is Scramble Switch. So quite often when you're moving energy off onto the bench, they quite often get stuck there, so Scramble Switch is just really good. Can put your Yanmega into the active spot and transfer energy with it as well, so really, really good. Nice switching card. Energy Recycler as well, to put basic energy cards from your discard pile back into your deck. So in order to use Buzzing Boost, what often happens is you run out of energy. Oh, well, I say run out of energy, but there are no energy in deck, so using things like Energy Recycler, that really helps in terms of utilizing its ability. Night Stretcher, Nest Ball, Artazon, we've got 2 in there as well. Arven, Bosses, Ionos, all pretty standard. 1 TM Evolution in there. 2 Super Rods as well. I prefer more Super Rod just because we put things back into the deck. So that the idea basically is we just try and utilize Buzzing Boost as much as we possibly can. That's why I've gone for a 2-1 split there of a Night Stretcher. So you can even go 3 if you want to. Sometimes Night Stretcher is just good just for thinning your hand a little bit more, or getting things back into your hand if you just want to attach for the turn. Buddy's Ultra Ball Switch, also very good to utilize Buzzing Boost. And to research, we are reliant on some stage 1s, but I really like research just for a push every now and then. So, and of course, energy line looks a little bit like this. So 8 grass in there, 2 lightning, so we can utilize Iron Hands there. That's why we have that as well. And also not forgetting that Yanmega requires 1 colorless energy as well, so we can also attach the lightning energy if we want to Yanmega EX. And even to Regigigas as well if we want to. And Jet Energy as well. So another switching card, attach it to our Yanmega, put in the active spot to use Buzzing Boost. And then we can attach 3 energy, and the Jet Energy compensates the last colorless energy there as well. So that's the idea behind that. So that is the deck, that's the concept. Yep, just to utilize Buzzing Boost and Jet Cyclone, move the energy off, and to power up whatever we want to. More Yanmegas, Iron Hands, or Regigigas, whatever is your preference there. But that's the theory, let's go put it into practice and play a game with it. Okay, let's flip, see if we get to choose if we go first or second. We do not get to choose, we flipped wrong. That's fine. I'm probably just going to choose who goes first, who goes second. I'm going to go first, and that's absolutely fine. So if we are going second, we want to try and lead with Budew, if we can. It's not always possible. Yanma active, that's fine. We do get to utilize support cards though, so Arven will be pretty nice. So I've got Nest Ball in hand, Arven to get Buddy-Buddy. So not too bad. Not too bad. Charizard sleeves. So can we presume they're playing Charizard? I don't know. If they are, we should have this match like in the bag. But this should be a pretty, not easy, but pretty favorable matchup. Let's see. PG, okay, they might be playing Charizard. Let's see. Fire Energy, it certainly looks like they're playing Charizard. If they're not, then I have no idea what the... Oh, okay, interesting. All right. Grass Energy there, we could... Alright, let's... shall we get... let's Buddy there. And... we'll get Team Evolution, I think that's fine. Cool, alright. No Budew, oh no. I'm surprised. So I think we're pretty safe there. Let's get... I think we've got a Dunsparce in hand. Yes, we do. Nice. Alright, let's stick that there, let's do that. And we want to try and maximize... we've got Iron Hands here, get another Yanmega. I think we get another Dunsparce there. No. we go, try and maximize that. Okay, cool. Evolution. Let's do that. Set our Yanmega. Yeah, cool. That's fine. And we'll go with cool. Then we've got a Dudunsparce for the next turn. We've got a Yanmega for the next turn as well to evolve our other Pokemon. Another Arven. So I think we're looking good. I think we're looking okay. I have a feeling though. Well, they can actually call for family next turn or this turn. I have a feeling though, if we had Budew in deck, it might actually be pretty difficult for them to come back because we'd have item locked them. Right candy. Oh, okay. It would have been a big deal actually if we had Budew in deck. That would have made a huge difference because then Pidgeot would not be there, but that's okay. That's fine. That means we get to play a game as well, so that's also very important. So that Pidgeot is lightning weak, but unfortunately we can't hit it with our Iron Hands because 120 is only 214, which means we are short just by a little bit. But let's see. So if we hit some lightning, I mean, another addition you could actually play, which might actually be, it depends if you want to put more emphasis on the, ooh, oh, okay, I was not expecting that actually, I thought it was Charizard. Okay, yeah, another emphasis that you could also put, if you really wanted to, you could also go more into, yeah, put some Earthen Vessel in there if you wanted to. If you want to kind of focus more with Iron Hands, could also do that. Okay, cool. So I thought this was Charizard actually. It's not. I think it's, yes, I see now. It is Typhlosion. Ethan's Typhlosion. So cool. 120 knockout. Oh, that sucks. That's annoying. Probably even more annoying than actually now. Actually, we can also, tell you what, we'll do this. We'll put a bit of pressure on them. So here we go, put Dunsparce there. With Runaway Draw. Cool, nice. Alright, so probably here get the energy. There we go. Do we, I think we Arven here. Yeah, probably. I think we do that. Okay, Buddy-Buddy. Alright, let's Runaway Draw. Take 3. Nice, but Yanmega active. Buzzing Boost, 1, 2, and 3 onto the active. There we go. Let's Buddy-Buddy. Let's get ourselves another Yanma. And we'll get ourselves a, yeah, I guess we're not worried about bench damage, so we'll get another Dunsparce there. Oh, that's for next turn. Cool, let's Runaway Draw again. More energy in hand. Alright, that's okay. Cool, so let's, yeah, Jet Cyclone. There we go, 1, 2, 3, cool. We can just manually retreat as well, that's another play. We can also do just manually retreat, go into the other Yanmega, and put a bit of pressure on this Pidgeot. Fortunately though, yeah, we're not weak to fire either, we're weak to lightning. So we don't have to worry about that. So this is where, yeah, Iron Hands would be pretty handy right about now, because we could target these non-basics and get 2 prizes on them. So, cool. Cool, okay, that's fine, yeah, cool, okay. I see. 260. Yeah, yeah. I mean, there are some other plays as well we could also make as well. You could also even put, I don't know, Kieran as well might also be another play. Bump up that damage just a little bit. You can get into like some of the higher ranges there. That would help against things like just basic EXs, basically that have like, I don't know, 240s, 50s, 60s, that kind of HP. So very good. But this Pidgeot's just going to sit there with 210 damage. We can try and, yeah, just bring it back up a little bit later on. I think we've got bosses in deck. We can bring that up, get a knockout on that. So yeah, if we attach a energy, so we can also, yeah, we can buzzing boost and just put the energy on the active Yanmega. Yeah, because it's onto this Pokemon, and then we can just move it with Jet Cyclone as well. Get another Yanmega on the bench going. Cool, that's fine. Let's see what they pick from deck. How many Ethan cards deck there? They do not have any. They don't use I think they did, but maybe they just didn't discard it. 360. That's okay. I mean, we have to two-shot it anyway, so that's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. So 210, 210. Yeah, it's 420. Doesn't really make a difference. What is the? Let's have a look. So it's just 140, right? If I start confused. Okay, that's fine. Cool. We've got oh, it's from our, so your opponent's deck. I thought it was from their deck. Alright, from my opponent's deck. Okay, interesting. Fezandipiti, okay. Oh no. Oh no, this is, that's pretty annoying. Oh no, that's, oh no. Okay. Well, at least I can get Super Rod out of hand, I guess. Alright. Well, there is a... Okay, Jet Energy. It was a good top deck, actually. It was a very, very good top deck. We could put Jet Energy on the Dunsparce, put an active spot, retreat it, get the buzzing boost off. That could work, I think. Let's get some energy back into the deck. So I prefer Super Rod. 2 Yanma. Because another, yeah, one got knocked out right in the early game. Okay, that's Arven. Let's see. Do we want? Buddy, let's have a look. So we've got Yanma, we've got more. Yeah. We could Ultra Ball and get Fezandipiti, but I don't think that's the optimal play here. Let's just get Buddy-Buddy. Alright, Yanma. There we go. Cool. Right, let's Jet Energy this on. So I don't really want to be attaching energy to our Dunsparce, but it kind of left me no choice. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Onto the active it goes. Right, hopefully they don't hit that Fezandipiti again. That'd be very annoying. But we do have in hand another Yanmega, so providing we get to next turn, this Yanma does not get knocked out, then we should have a follow-up to this. Perhaps maybe the play could have been here to focus a little bit more on the Yanma line, just to make sure we secure, but even then we would need energy, right? Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. But either way, we've set ourselves up some 2 nice plays here. So that Persian, we can knock that out. Pidgeot, we can knock that out. So we're just missing a just one over here as well, which is another EX. That would be 3 prizes there, or 3 prizes, or 3 knockouts for 6 prizes. That would be the play. But let's see. I think. Ethan's Explosion. Okay, 170. Yeah, okay. How many Ethans? Eventually none, I don't believe. 160. Cool, alright. Okay, let's see. We could also Arven into Scramble Switch as well. That might be a play. Scramble Switch that Dunsparce into the active spot, or retreat and then Scramble Switch. Yeah, that would work, right? Because then we get retreat that into Dunsparce, yep. Lose the energy, Scramble Switch the energy back on, and then take 3 from Buzzing Boost. That would be a follow-up. If, say, for example, that Yanma did somehow get knocked out. Let's see. But yeah, I'm thinking energy attachment. So Yanmega down. That's standard play there. Retreat into, yeah, then we can Jet Cyclone on the engine. I think that's a play. It'll be interesting to see what they lead with here. don't believe they have any. Okay, they've got one Ethan's Adventure there. That's what is 40. Oh, it's just 100 damage. So. Okay. They've knocked out two Yanmas. Alright, so we've got 4 prizes there, so we can Iono them and put them down a little bit as well. Put their hand size down. They've also given up their Quilava as well, which also means that they can't search for more Ethan Adventure cards. Unless, of course, they evolve that Cyndaquil next turn. Let's see. Well, we go down the route. I presume that this Typhlosion is going to be the lead attacker here, so it's 100 damage. What we can do is knock out that Typhlosion. Then we've got the Persian and the Pidgeot. We could follow up with those if we wanted to. That could also be a potential play. And we knock out 2 non-EXs. Alright, interesting. Oh, no, okay. Jewel Breaker, I guess it is, right? That's only 100 damage, I think. So it would have been the same as the other Typhlosion, so. I think they only hit a Yanma or a Yanma or Regigigas. So let's see. The time difference between me and my opponent there, 16 minutes, and they're going down to, there's a 5-minute difference there, more or less. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Bosses, okay, nice. That's going to be pretty clutch. Next, I was thinking about Iono, but actually with the bosses, that might actually be not the play, I don't know. Alright, let's take that there. Let's retreat. There we go. We've got 8 cards in hand as well. Oh no, we've got no energy in. Oh no. Okay. All right, that's not good. All right. Let's. Well, we do have energy in hand as well. All right. How many energy do we have in? 1, 2, 2. So we go 5. Oh, because we've got 2 in hand as well. Oh. All right. Should we super rod Energy Recycler? No, because we don't want to do that. All right. Bosses. I think we're most likely going to draw into. Yeah. Let's just. I'm going to try and put them down a little bit. Maximize the 6 card draw. Then we're going to do Dunsparce as well. Iron Hands, cool, that's good. Alright, let's get some cards down. There we go. Got a Jet Energy in there as well. Super Rod, move, yeah. Alright, we can Super Rod next turn and then utilize Buzzing Boost. Alright, there we go. Do we go with, you know what, we can take 3 prize. But then we have to search for the N, and we have to search for the lightning energy there. Well, that's a good play actually. We can bosses, and then we might miss the lightning energy. We've got 23 cards in deck. This is a we can actually knock out the Cyndaquil as well. That can just be. All right, we'll have to make a play here. Very, very quick. You know what? All right, let's go Yanmega. Yanmega it is. I was just thinking if to go Iron Hands. Yeah, I was just thinking if to go Iron Hands, and then with Iron Hands, yeah, but we're gonna, yeah, I don't know if I'm kind of regretting that or not. Just because with Iron Hands we could have, yeah, researched next turn, push, and I maybe would have found the energy, but I don't want to, yeah, I don't know. It does come down to whether we get that energy or not, and if they have anything in the active spot like the Typhlosion, we're pushing with research, we don't have bosses, we can't get around that, we don't want to be, yeah, just one-shot seeing. I don't know. But then, 1, 2, 3. The question would have been, I guess, after that then, could we utilize, I think even with 2 energy here, maybe even retreat that, 3 energy back in deck with Super Rod Jet Energy. We probably could have, even with the attachment, probably could even use another Buzzing Boost. Even if we had moved the energy on to Iron Hands, I believe. So if those 3 energies were on Iron Hands, I think we could have even gone with another Buzzing Boost next turn. But either way, either way. Oh, they do have a... Okay, so I wasn't wrong about the Charizard then. So... Alright, so let's try and finish off this Pidgeot, or whatever they put in the active. I think we really need to try and get Iron Hands out now. Try and get some knockouts on those small basics there, trying to finish up the game. I think that is the idea here. But next turn, okay, that was to be expected. Alright. Now I'm kind of regretting not putting Iron Hands in active, or putting energy. Because if they lead with just a Cyndaquil, they're not getting attack off. That's fine. Alright. So I think we push here. We push 2 energy. We put 2 energy back. Retreat. Yeah, 2. Oh, I know. Okay. Alright, fair enough. Alright. That's also okay. I think we have 3 in... Oh, we do get the lightning. Okay, nice. Okay. Then we have Ultra Ball there. We can also Ultra Ball those 2 away and get a... But do we have... Oh, we do have... I think we do have more grass index. We retreat that with Buzzing Boost, Energy on Iron Hands, and then Ultra Ball, and we'll get a Dudunsparce as well. But I think now, if they lead with Quilava, Quilava is the active Pokemon. I think it's pretty much irrelevant putting Iron Hands here, because unless actually the play, okay, I think it's not irrelevant actually, because I think basically what we do now is we knock out this Quilava next turn, and we push Iron Hands to get the knockout on Pidgeot, and we take 3 prizes that way. That is the idea. Cool. All right, Jet Energy. Okay. Let's get energy on Iron Hands there. Cool. Let's do what we said. Ditch these 2. Let's get a... There we go. Dunsparce. Alright. I guess we decked in first. That's the idea, right? Alright, 1, 2. Yeah. Stick that on active, there we go. Right, let's runaway draw. 2, 3, nice, bosses in hand, cool, very nice. That is, I think, game next turn, unless they have an out to that. Do we want anything on bench? Should we get a... Yanma, yeah, I guess we get Yanma. Cool. Right. So in theory, unless they we'll keep the Dunsparce for next turn just in case they Iono us again. But unless they Iono us, I think we should have game here, because what we're going to do is knock out that Quilava, and we'll stick 1, 2, and 3 on our Iron Hands there. And with bosses, we'll knock out the Pidgeot, and that will take 3 prize cards, and then we win the game. So that is the plan. Let's see if they have an out to that. Let's see if they have an out. So basically, it's either knock out that Iron Hands, or Iono, or it's game. But if we get Iono'd, we'll go down to 3 prizes, and then we can still push for 3 more with the Dunsparce. That is still a possibility, but hopefully they take the bait and knock out the Yanmega in the active. Keep in mind they can also quick search as well. That's also another factor as well. I forgot about that. So they can also get Iono out if they want to, and hopefully that they're not seeing what I'm seeing here. Hopefully they're not seeing my prize map. So, Rare Candy, Charizard, okay. What is that doing? 180 plus 60, 240. That can actually knock out my Iron Hands. Although, now that they've got Charizard, this is a... Oh no, actually they're still not taking 3 prizes, so we can actually knock out the Charizard next turn with Yanmega. The question is, how many Grass Energy do we have in deck? We need to put some more back. Alright, if they go Charizard, let's just see what support card they play. Let's just see what support card they play, because this is pretty big. So they need bosses here. Ethan's Adventure. I think it's game. think it's game. Because I needed bosses or Iono. And that was it. Iono would have manipulated my hand a little bit. And bosses with the Charizard, that would have been 240. I could have knocked out the Iron Hands. I think this is game. So, in comes Charizard, knock out my Yanmega. Is that the play? Or are they going Typhlosion? Maybe they'll go Typhlosion and knock out my Yanmega. Because that's just 60 more, so 160. Actually, that doesn't knock me out. I don't think, 'cause I'm 180 short there. So, so 61. Yeah, that wouldn't knock me out. Okay. Let's see. Unless Counter Catcher, and Counter Catcher wouldn't even work because they've got more prizes than me. I'm going to shoot new active Pokemon. We go with Ho doesn't even knock me out, so I have to leave with Charizard there. Okay, this is game. Look at the time difference between me and my opponent there. There's a whole 6 minutes, whole 6-7 minutes. That is crazy. Either way, we got it. We got it. So what you can do with this, you could also, I mean, if we were leading with Yanmega here, we would just put the Dunsparce in the active spot, use Runaway Draw, and then put Yanmega and get the buzzing boost. However, we're just going to go straight like that. Cool. Let's just use Runaway Draw anyway to see what we would have drawn. Nice, not bad. Fezandipiti there as well. Could also, let's just flip the script. Why not see what we would have drawn? Would we have hit another bosses there? Oh, we could even, why not? We're here, right? Runaway Draw. Would we hit another bosses off that? I think we've got 2 in deck. I might be wrong, I don't know. But that doesn't matter. Alright, bosses. There we go. Take up that Pidgeot. And we'll take 3 prizes with Amp you very much. And that is game. GG. 3 prizes. So that 210 damage at the end was actually quite clutch. Actually turned out to be the difference between winning and losing the game. So very, very good. Nice, good deck. I like this deck. I like this deck. I think it's really good. So I am kind of a little bit skeptical with the Gardevoir matchup. I don't know how you'd approach that. Maybe you just have to take it as a bad matchup. I don't know. Unless you just lead with Iron Hands and try and get the knockout on things like Drifloons and that kind of stuff. That probably might be the play. But really good deck. Really, really like it. I really like this deck, this Yanmega EX, especially what you can change into with things like Regigigas and Iron Hands as well. But let me know your thoughts and opinions on the deck. I'll leave it in the description box below so you guys can go and check it out and let me know what you think, what changes you would make. But if you do like this type of content and you want to see some more content related to the Pokemon Trading Card game, as always, be sure to hit that subscribe button and, of course, like this video. That would be great. And yeah, there you guys go. There you have it, guys. That is a Yanmega EX for you. So thank you very much for watching and see you all in the next one.